Hello, I'm Coach Ziad, and today I'm going to get you kiddos moving. I'd first like to give a shout out to Kids Up Front for giving us the opportunity to work with you kiddos. And just a quick thing before we start, make sure to do these videos at your own pace. If you need to slow it down or you need to pause at any time, feel free to do so. So let's get started. So first we're going to be doing an activity called head, shoulders, knees, and toes. But in this game, we're going to have an exercise for each attribute. For heads, we're going to be doing a star jump. So you're going to jump like a star. Okay, guys? You're going to jump as high and as far as you can. So next we're going to do shoulders. Shoulders, we're going to be doing push-ups. Okay? So I know push-ups are difficult, but you guys can try your best. Whatever you guys can do is good for us. Okay? So the first push-up we're going to do a normal push-up. The normal push-up is going to be like this and this. Okay? Now also, if that's too challenging for you, you can do it from your knee. Both of them are good exercises, and don't let anyone else tell you otherwise. I like knee push-up. I can do either push-up. Both of them are fun. Okay, guys? So this is a knee push-up. You want to make sure your back is flat, and then you want to make sure you guys getting all the way down and all the way up. And even if that is hard, you guys can do something called dead push-up. So you're going to go all the way down as slow as you can, and drop on the floor. That's good for us. Okay? So that's going to be for shoulder. And now for knee, we're going to be doing burpees, okay? So you guys are going to jump as high as you can, and you're going to drop as low to the floor as fast as you can, okay? And last but not least, we're going to be doing toes. Toes, I want you guys to do a lunge on each foot, okay? So for the first lunge, going to go like that. You want to make sure you have a nice form. You don't want to go over your toes, okay, guys? So you're going to see from this direction. See, my knee does not go over my toes. And you guys gotta make sure you gotta do it for each foot, because you want to get an equal workout, okay? Let's get this started. So let's go first run through this. So head, shoulders. Get into a push-up, guys, okay? So, one push-up. Or you guys can do it like this way. One push-up. And then knees. Knees, we're gonna be doing burpees. You're gonna jump as high as you can, touch the ceiling, and then you're gonna drop to the floor. Okay? And last but not least, your toes. You're gonna do one lunge. You guys gotta work on your balance on this one. You guys, if it's too hard, you guys can also hold on to something and do a lunge like that, okay? But try your best to hold yourself, okay? So let's go through it. So head, shoulder, knees, and toes. One lunge, second lunge. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes. One lunge, other lunge. Let's spice it up. Toes again, okay? 1, 2. Heads, shoulders. Try one more shoulders, even if it's on your knees. Shoulders. Whew. So we're going to be doing toes. One toe. Toes again. One toe. Let's do knees. Knees again. Knees for a third time. Get to your toes. 1, 2. Head, shoulders. Whew. Shoulders again. Toes. 1, 2. You guys can do it either jump or you can do it slowly, like so, toes like this, and toes like this, or the jump. Okay, so toes again, toes one last time. Now we do shoulders. Do your push-up again. I did 2 shoulders for that one. You can do 2 shoulders like this too. We're gonna do head. So make sure you guys are really jumping out there, okay? So now we're just gonna do one more head, shoulder, knees, and toes. So head, shoulders. You can do it this way, or then this way. Shoulder, and the knees, And then lastly, your toes. And before we go, we're going to be doing one quick core exercise, okay? So, first, you're going to do a 10-second plank, but I want the best plank you guys got. So, you guys are going to look at me. You guys have two options when it comes to plank. You guys can do an upper plank. So hold it like this. You see, my back is flat. Holding my hands right under my shoulder. I'm holding it tight. Okay, so we'll do 10 seconds of this. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 Mississippi, 1.5, 1.25, 1 and maybe 10 seconds, I don't know. And we're good. Whew. I can drop low. Then there's also the other plank you guys can try. It's called a lower plank. So you're gonna do it from your forearm. This is your forearm. You're gonna bend at your elbow and you're gonna put your elbow on the floor. Other thing here. Same thing, you wanna hold yourself for 10 seconds. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Now we're gonna be doing some crunches. So crunches are different than sit-ups. So crunches, you only want to get your shoulders off the ground. But you want to imagine that there's an apple right between your neck and your like kind of like your bone's right here, okay? Called a clavicle, but it's right here. You want to imagine there's an apple here, so you don't want to bend your head, okay, guys? So do it like this, and just go 1. You want to reach right over your knees. So you go 1, 2. You can do it from inside, 3, outside, 4, 5. Hey, you guys, if it's too hard for you, you can also go against something and be able to just do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's not a sit-up, it's just crunches, okay? And last but not least is the Russian twist. So, that's gonna be sitting on your butt. Your feet's gonna be like this. You wanna get your feet up, and then you have your arms like this. You're gonna hold them like a fist, and you're gonna go 1. You wanna turn your whole body, your shoulder, this side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's all. That's your core workout. Hope you guys had a lot of fun. I hope you guys follow on to the next video where we read a book. This week we have 2 words of the day. The first word of the day is charity, the voluntary giving of help to those in need. You are giving help to those in need because you want to, not because you're told to. That's what it means to be charitable. So typically it's in the form of giving your time, your actions, your toys, or your money to those in need. Now the second word of the day is generosity, the quality of being kind and giving. People who are always helping out, giving that helping hand, or sharing those extra snacks, those are qualities of people showing generosity. Before we get started on the book, I just want to tell you guys, make sure if you're going too fast or if anytime you want to pause the video and do your own research or do your own reading, just pause the video and then, just go at your own pace. Okay, guys? Thank you. This week, we're going to be reading the book called Those Shoes by Maribeth Boltz. This book displays generosity and charity. So let's get started. Hey, I have dreams about those shoes. Black high tops, 2 white stripes. As you can see in your picture right there, those black high tops. You see even it's a big poster that says buy these shoes, and you can see him right over there looking up at it. Okay, let's go. Grandma, I want them. Grandma, there's no room for wants around here, just needs, Grandma said. I want you need our new boots for winter. As you guys can see, that's the grandma, that's him asking her for new shoes. And you guys can even see outside it's starting to snow a little bit. Looks like it's gonna get cold. Let's continue on. Brandon T comes to school in those shoes. He says he's the fastest runner now, not me. I was always the fastest before those shoes came along. We see Brandon T up there with his new shoes. Nate comes to school in those shoes. And Tony and I count how many times Nate goes to the bathroom. 7. 7 times in one day? Just so we can walk up and down the hall real slow. You can see him, he's going out for maybe his 6th or 7th time. Huh. Next, Alan, Jacoby, and Terrence each get a pair. Wow, everyone's getting these shoes now, guys. See the lineup? Let's go there. Then one day, in the middle of kickball, one of my shoes come apart. Looks like you can use a new pair, Jeremy. Mr. Alfrey, the guidance counselor, says. He brings out a box of shoes and other stuff he has for kids who need things. He helps me find the only shoes that are my size, Velcro, like the one my little cousin Marshall wears. They have an animal on them from a cartoon that I don't think any kid ever watched. You see, so his shoes ripped, and now he's gonna look. This is the only shoe that's left, right there, a Velcro shoe. It's better than nothing, guys. You need the shoes have a rip on them. So, when I come back to the classroom, Alan Jacoby takes one look at Mr. Alfred's shoes and laughs. And so do Terrence, Brandon T, and everyone else. The only kid not laughing is Antonio Parker. See, Antonio Parker, he's not laughing. He's a nice guy. See, the shoes everyone's laughing at him? That's not nice. At home, Grandma says, "How kind of Mr. Alfred." I nod and turn back. I'm not going to cry about any dumb shoes. But when I'm writing my spelling words later, every word looks like shoes. And my grip is so tight on my pencil, I think it might burst. See there? You can see some acronyms of words. So the words are, I don't even know, South Africa, Hawaii, Ohio, England, San Francisco, and they'll spell shoes. Okay, let's go next page. On Saturday, Grandma says, let's check out those shoes you're wanting so much. I got a bit of money set aside. Might be enough, you never know. See, he's very excited now, sitting at the kitchen table. At the shoe store, Grandma turned the shoes over so she can check the price. When she sees it, she sits down heavy. Maybe they wrote it down wrong, I say. Grandma shakes her head. Then I remember the thrift shop. What if there's a rich kid who outgrew his or got 2 pairs for Christmas and had to give one away? We ride the bus to the first thrift shop. Black cowboy shoes, pink slippers, sandals, high heels, every kind of shoes except the ones I want. We ride the bus to the second thrift shop. Not a pair of those shoes in sight. Around the corner in the third thrift shop, I see something in the window. Ooh, what does he see? He's looking in the window right now. Return thrift shop. Let's see, guys. Will he find his shoes? Black shoes with 2 white stripes. High tops. Perfect shape. $2.50? Those shoes? You guys can see right here. We found them, guys. Right there. My heart is pounding as I take off my shoes and hitch up my baggy socks. How exciting, Grandma said. What size are they? I shove my foot into the first shoe, curling my toe to get my heel in. I don't know, but I think they fit. You can see him trying his best. He wants to get those shoes on. Grandma kneels on the floor and feels my toes at the end of the shoe. Oh, Jeremy, she said. I can't spend good money on shoes that don't fit. Aw, look at it. They're too tight on him. I pull the other shoe on and try to walk around. They are okay, I say, holding my breath and praying my toes will fall off right then and there. But my toes don't fall off. I buy them anyway with my own money. I squeeze them on and I limp to the bus stop. At home a few days later, Grandma puts a new pair of snow boots in my closet. and doesn't say a word about my 2 big feet shuffling around in my 2 small shoes. Sometimes shoes stretch, I say, Grandma. Grandma gives me a hug. Yeah, you guys can see he's trying his best to get those shoes to stretch just so he can fit his feet. He even has bandages now. I check every day, but those shoes don't stretch. I have to wear Mr. Alfred's to school instead. One day during math, I glanced at Antonio's shoes. One of them is taped up, and his feet look smaller than mine. Wow. So then, after school, I head to the park to think Antonio's there. The only kid who didn't laugh at my Mr. Alfred shoes. We shoot baskets. A loose piece of Antonio's shoe smacks the concrete every time he jumps. I think I'm not going to do it. We leap off the swings. I'm not going to do it. We race from one end of the playground to the other. I'm not going to do it, I say. Do what? Antonio says, breathing hard. Grandma calls me for supper and invites Antonio over too. After supper, he spies my shoes. How come you don't wear them? Antonio says. I shrug. My hands are sweaty. I can feel him wishing those shoes were his. See him holding the shoes all happy. That night, I'm awake for a long time, thinking about Antonio. When morning comes, I try on my shoes one last time. And before I can change my mind, the shoes are in my coat. Snow is beginning to fall as I run across the street to Antonio's apartment. I put the shoes in front of his door, push the doorbell, and run. You can see him running in Mr. Alfred's shoes as he leaves the black high tops in front of Antonio's door. At school, Antonio is smiling big in his brand new shoes. I feel happy when I look at his face. I'm mad when I look at my Mr. Alfred shoes. But later, when it's time for recess, something happened. Everywhere there is snow. Leave your shoes in the hall and change into your boots, the teacher announced. Leave your shoes in the hall? It's then I remember that I have a backpack. New boots? New black boots that no kid has ever worn before? Standing in line to go to recess, Antonio leans forward and says, Thanks. I smile and give him a nudge. Let's race. You can see I'm there, he's racing against Antonio. It looks like he's the fastest still. Okay, so that one is those shoes, and that's a great example of charity and generosity. So now we have a couple of questions, okay guys? So let's start off with the first questions. What were the shoes Jeremy dreamed about? Okay, I'll give you guys a second here to take your time. If you want to pause it here, you guys can talk to it and leave a comment in the chat. Now the next question is, why did Jeremy want a new pair of shoes? Yep. Okay. Third question, what is the difference between a want and a need? And if you guys can give examples, that'd be great. Now, next one, what act of charity does Jeremy do at the end of the book? And last question, how does giving charity make Jeremy feel? Hey, so now that's the end of our book. So right before you guys leave, I'm going to give you guys your weekly challenge. So ask your parents first, then buy 5 things or anything you guys can donate to someone. Maybe you can ask to give it to your younger sister or a brother, a cousin, a friend, or a charity, or you can drop it off at the local thrift store, whatever you guys can do. But always make sure you ask your parents first, and then you first see if anyone else in your family needs them before you give them to a thrift shop or you do anything else like that. Okay guys? So thank you guys for watching. Have a wonderful day.